Hi Leo, I love you honey. So we are going to do overall energy for general Leo. Let's see honey. I love you Leo. And thank you for everything. Let's see Celtic. Let's do crosswatcher Celtic for you Leo. Who's watching and what do they want? General reading. I guess that's where we're starting. 4 cups. Ooh, Ace of Cups. 8 Pentacle. 9 Cups. The Moon. Oh, golly. The challenge in this reading is the Ace of Cups, Leo. If that tells you anything at all, my goodness. What's coming in for this reading? 2 Cups. Internal, your crosswatcher. 6 Pentacle. External, your crosswatcher. 5 Swords. Somebody's pissed off. The advice of your crosswatcher is 7 Wands. Protection. Potential outcome of your crosswatcher is going to be with the Queen of Pentacles. It's either an ex, a mother, or a Capricorn energy. Let's see, honey. Where is this reading going to start? It's going to start with the 4 Cups. You know, the 4 Cups comes with an offer of the Ace of Cups. This Ace of Cups is literally in this 4 Cups, but it's being rejected. And here's the King of Swords. So you have the crosswatcher here, Aquarius energy, could be a masculine air sign that is strategically thinking. They're trying to either offer love by the book. You can't love by the book. You can't. Yep, King of Swords, clarifying King of Swords. Masculine trying to think about it too much. Just do it. 7 Pentacles. Okay, so they're trying to be smart and do it in divine timing. Assessing the investments of strategicy. To spiritually balance the communication. Watching the Queen of Swords make a stand, unemotionally fulfilled, acknowledging they're going to start over. So this masculine knows that a Queen of Swords could be a person in their past. Knows for sure that this masculine wants nothing else to do with them. That this masculine has seen, you know, Aquarius and Libra energy, it's the opposite of Aries and Leo. They have seen this person and the energy that they bring within that relationship of what they do not want in life. So it's only taught your crosswatcher what they don't want in life. The challenge in this is the Hangman and the Ace of Cups. They had to get a different perspective on the offer. Why would you need to look into the offer before you know it's a good one? So whoever's in the Ace of Cups, Leo, knows that they were overlooked because of the devil here. King of Swords and the devil, Capricorn, Aquarius energy, dark night of the soul energy. It's negative thoughts. Emotional, negative thoughts. Well, that's why the Ace of Cups was left hanging. But there's a different perspective out of this now. Where's the crosswatcher for the Leo woman? You see 7 Pentacles and 7 Cups. 7 has everything to do with faith and wisdom and the way you attain it. What's the crosswatcher got to do with the divine feminine here? This is ending of a cycle in divine timing. Done. Feminine's done. Masculine. False contracts. False commitments. Falsely committed to justifying, reconsidering his power, the masculine's power. The masculine knows that he don't belong there. It's like someone left this crosswatcher, which is the devil energy, saying, huh? What just happened? Confused on a false contract of comfort. And what just happened is the 8 Pentacles. Mastery, focus, perfection. 10 Pentacles. Well, legacy had to be focused on. Legacy had to be perfected. Abundance, cornucopia. When you get 8 Pentacles and 10 Pentacles, that could be someone that's been single for a whole 18 years. Crosswatcher. A successful public recognition of judgment. A breaker 19 calling on the divine. Father, can you hear me kind of thing right there. They're waking up their ancestors. Look at that. To see why you have left them hanging. There's the hangman right there. The crosswatcher here is literally asking ancestors, what can I do to fix it? Now the King of Cups, Scorpio energy, the masculine, emotionally controlled, justice. They're trying to spiritually balance their emotions. They're trying to cause versus effect it. Figuring out, trying to what happened. Well, what's the King of Cups saying to their ancestors? They don't want the cycle to be over. King of Wands. It's unfinished business with the Queen of Wands in reverse and the 3 Pentacles. Well, this is a masculine that has just realized that he has unfinished business with his divine counterpart. So that's what he's focusing on. So crosswatcher is against the masculine and the feminine. And the reason why, in the recent past, 9 Cups and the Star. Honey, the 9 Cups is an earthly wish fulfillment, dreams coming true. And the Star is spiritual wishes coming true. That's emotionally content, and this is, emotional healing. Nothing like it. Happiness through faith and wisdom. What is the recent past for the crosswatcher? Here's the Lovers. Divine union. Gemini energy. You both wanted this. You both wanted a fresh start. But there was sexual soulmates involved that held back or blocked you from coming together in a celebratory kind of way. You wouldn't have been happy if you come around their circle in the past. And they wouldn't have been happy if they come around your circle in the past. It's a reflection of the sun. Both of you reflecting on this with the Star being in the lantern and the sun being Leo energy, spiritually enlightened only when you find the truth through faith. Wow. At the top of your spread, the moon and the masculine. Well, evidently this masculine has been hiding something. Masculine doing something behind the scenes. Alone. He's waiting, watching, alone. To come together. He's celebrating where his emotions are. But he's also bringing himself together emotionally. Let's see how. 4 of Wands in reverse. He's not comfortable with how he struggles with these emotions. Well, that's probably why the moon is there, because if you hide emotions from yourself, then you hide emotions from everyone else. Leaving it in distress. King of Cups. So the crosswatcher knows the masculine is on his way out. Well, what's the crosswatcher doing there? They want to come together with a blessing as a wish fulfillment and comfort. So there's a crosswatcher that might want to come with the masculine when he meets the feminine. And he said no. And they have a fucking problem with it. It's an earthly level. They're looking for an earthly level. But it's not an earthly level. They wouldn't understand it anyway. Just really coming to be nosy to see what they can tell everybody else about your business. What's coming in this reading for the crosswatcher is that King of Cups and the 2 of Cups. So, this masculine, after starting loving himself, he's about to come back together with a soulmate that he feels emotionally connected to. And the friend's going to be looking for him. That friend that wants to come with him is going to be looking for him. The Knight of Cups to the King of Cups. This is a masculine that has emotionally ascended. Behind the scenes, blocked. Quickly. Blocked soulmate past. This masculine's no longer talking to people in the past about his future. And these friends don't like it. Because he's recovered from his emotions. And he's found peace and contentment with communicating comfortably. 4 of Wands. To tell the devil to go fuck theirself. Wow. Where's the crosswatcher here? 2 Pentacles. They're struggling with truth. They're struggling with the truth that they just heard. And the truth that they're struggling with is that 6 Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. There will be a brand new perspective. There will be some brand new energy coming in to this level. The 6 of Pentacles is an equal give and take. An ending of the cycle. This crosswatcher that's watching you, Leo, somebody wants to be with you, and the crosswatcher don't want them to come forward to you. But they're telling this crosswatcher, they're like, I'm sorry, but it's over. And they know it. The star is here. They know it. They're like, it's over. Heal from it. What's Leo's person trying to tell this crosswatcher? It's a level of interest. It's the devil again. Heaven or hell. Emotional confusion. A successful recognition of being emotionally confused and all the negativity. You have the 7 cups. 7 cups the devil. 7 cups the devil. Your person is tired of being confused about where their emotions is. And now they know where the confusion's coming from. Now they can fix it. So external of this crosswatcher is the 5 swords. That's the conflict, the drama, the competition, strife, and jealousy. They're pissed off. But they're looking at it like they've brought it on themselves. It's their own independent fight. Which is going to cause them to, yeah, look, universal transition. Going through that deep emotional, immense transformation to get on the wheel of fortune, destiny, that turning point in life. They're going to be saying out loud, alone. They're talking to themselves. This person external is talking to themselves of this crosswatcher, but is what they're talking to themselves about is a transitional change. What's the crosswatcher doing here? Well, stress, anxiety, sleepless nights. They're worried. The feminine, that the offer of the soulmate alone quickly. Yep. Because you got the feminine coming out within 10 cards twice. You have an ex that is worried the feminine and the masculine is going to communicate, and they're actually watching you online, actually, just to see if you are going to meet up. I'm going to tell you what, crosswatcher, if they did, they wouldn't tell you. It's nobody's business because they know how important energy is. The advice in this reading, 7 wands and the 8 swords. Protect yourself from all of this mental confusion, mind imprisonment. Free yourself. It's the Ace of Wands. So once that new energy comes in, the new perspective on what freedom really fucking feels like, what's the crosswatcher doing here? They're not going to like it. Justice and the 4 of Cups. The crosswatcher wants to justify that the offer is going to still be ignored. The Ace of Cups is still going to be ignored. She or he wants the blessing to be ignored. Fuck. Not only is the blessing, it's coming with Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Truth and love. Boom, shakalaka, boom, boom. Of an independent plan and preparation. It's none of the crosswatcher's business. This collective is getting together. The crosswatcher is being left out, and that's why they're watching. They're being left out of plans. They're being left out of seeing what's going on. They're just being left out. And that's when the Queen of Pentacles is going to step back. The Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. This Queen of Pentacles, this is either an ex, Capricorn energy. What's happening here? Temperance. Trying to find peace and contentment in the argument. They're trying to temper this argument. Because they know if the argument goes too far, that there is no return, indeed. Trying to temper the argument and be comfortable in spiritually balancing and justifying what they did not know. They're trying to block the stance. Trying to block, I'm going to say, one of you from being protected from the dark side. What's the crosswatcher want with the Four of Swords and the Seven Wands? It's in reverse. Not alone, emotionally drained, a different path of interest. They do not want this path of interest to touch. That's why they're watching. They're waiting for the divine union to find each other collectively. What's going to happen once they do? What's going to happen once they do? Well, it's in reverse. Five Pentacles in reverse. They will no longer be alone. Two Pentacles in reverse. They will no longer repeat that cycle. Ace of Pentacles in the upright. And the Sun. This is going to be a spiritually enlightened contract. Because of all the emotional confusion. Knight of Pentacles that's been looked into and will be justified and balanced in a spiritual manner. There's a difference in between, you know, when you write an essay, Purdue Owl style, there's a lot of reflections. There's a lot of reflections on there and how you do it. And then you just write a normal paper. There's a difference in the grading. That's what this is. It's going to be spiritually graded on how spiritually balanced the analyzation goes into when emotionally confused. So you got a crosswatcher that's bringing in the energy to cause a lot of emotional confusion. So this is depending on the way you respond to it. Yep, you respond to it with the divine transition, spiritual transition, letting the divine transition it. Because of the Lovers, if you're looking for the lover to quickly communicate and break the heart of the feminine, another past life lover, unknowingly not supporting somebody being heartbroken, it's a jealous circle. It's just a lot of jealous people looking to argue with the Queen of Wands, but that's the transition that the masculine is going to strategically change because he loves her. That's his counterpart, and he's going to say right here, I'll be damned if that happens again. That's the transitional, that's a spiritual transition. The masculine used to not, it's not that he didn't care about her, he just didn't understand her. But now that he's understanding the connection, he's telling himself right now that he be damned if anybody else says anything bad about this Queen of Wands. What has this crosswatcher said about the Queen of Wands? Okay, so that's focus from the beginning. Sparking the interest of a small contract to focus. Alone. To leave the Queen of Pentacles alone. That's a low vibing Queen of Pentacles. That's the crosswatcher then. So what she's vibing low on, she's trying to take a stand in all the deception behind the scenes for a long time. There's the Knight of Pentacles. It's a challenge, conflict, and drama. She's challenging the tower within herself. She knows that shit's about to blow. She knows that shit's about to change. And here's the Queen of Wands here, the Knight of Wands. Oh my gosh. This Queen of Pentacles thinks that the Queen of Wands is a one-night stand kind of person. The Two of Cups in reverse, it's what's caused the soulmate separation. The 10 Wands in reverse, no longer packing that. There's Leo energy. Leo, everything that they said against you to your true person, because that's who's watching you, your true person and an external person of them, Whatever they have said against you did nothing but work for you. Keep that in mind. I love you guys.